I lost my mom, my dad, and Lisa all within 5 months of each other. And when I lost my dad first, it was the first real death that I really lost somebody who was of great importance to me. I lost my grandmother, my grandfather, some aunts and uncles, but you know, you just go to those funerals, you don't know them really that well. But when I lost my dad, in a way I thought it was hard. It was like my world was ending. My dad and I were very close, especially since I was 16 on, because my mom had left and they had divorced. And so when my dad died, it was very, very hard on me. When Lisa died, it was overpowering. It was so much more than losing my dad. I don't even know how to explain it. And then when my mom died, I don't think my mom got the proper grieving that she probably deserved. And when I say that, I remember at my mom's funeral and just crying crazy. And that was more because that funeral was Lisa's. It was not my mom's, because for Lisa's funeral, the shock and probably the medication I was on let me get through that day. And when people went up to speak at her funeral, Mike and I went up to them, gave them a hug, thanked them. But at my mom's funeral, I couldn't say a word. I couldn't even talk to anybody. And I honestly believe that was because all the emotions from Lisa's funeral was coming out then. And my mom, I loved her dearly. She was a good lady, but I don't know if she ever got the grieving that she deserved, because Lisa just trumped it all. When you lose 3 people who love you unconditionally, it's very hard. And that Christmas was the first Christmas that we lost them all that we were together, and boy, did that make our table seem small.
Mm-hmm. And so it was quite a difference that year.
And I come from a small family. I have a brother and sister, but my sister didn't have any children. My brother had a couple, but it just made our family very small. And we have stayed together for Christmases since, I think just because that first Christmas was just very hard. When you lose so many people at one time, it's just like you just don't know how to cope sometimes. January 1st, 2014, I remember my brother phoning me and saying, well, we made it. And I says, what do you mean? He says, we made it through that year and nobody else died. It just almost like he just kept expecting the other shoe to drop, because it was just bang, 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 where people were dying. And I was getting quite sick and tired of the funeral home.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go there anymore. And then when we started doing counseling, we were there every week. It was very strange, but it was hard.